So guys, instant match reaction. It finishes at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, West Ham 0. And what a win that is, guys. I'm so happy we managed to see that game out because it was getting nervous towards the end. West Ham were piling on the pressure. But one man today, David De Gea. Let's just appreciate that man and the goalkeeper we have playing for Manchester United. What a performance. Nothing could get past him today. And some of the saves he was making were world class. There was one where, I think it's the last minute of the game, Declan Rice comes onto the ball, he curls it round, and, the strongest of hands to save it out. Another one, the header as well, from Zuma in the dying minutes of the game. Another brilliant save. It looked like it was past him, but David De Gea clawed it back round for a corner, and that man today, the Spain manager now is looking at that thinking, Jesus Christ, what have I done? Because not including him in the 55-man squad for Spain is a crime. But there were many good performances today. Diego Dallo, that man feels like a new signing. How good was he? Didn't lose out on a header. Saved us at the back post a load of times in that game. And was just all over the place today. And it's not the first game he's done that. This is like his fourth really good game in a row. And he just feels really, really good at the moment. Martinez. I get, I'm already getting fed up of coming on talking about it. How good is that guy? Another brilliant performance from him today. Could have been man of the match if David De Gea wasn't as good as he was today, because I think it would have been between him and Dallo. But David De Gea today, for me, has to get it later on when I talk about it and go through the player ratings. But yeah, what a win that is, guys. It was the Diego Dallo and David De Gea show today, because that's the main people we've got to talk about later on. But, going into the game, you had Maguire starting. I wasn't feeling the most confident. I think a lot of Manchester United fans will agree with me. Seeing him in the team, I was thinking, this is going to go either one or two ways here. The first time in a while he started a game for Manchester United. I think since the second game of the season, this is his first game because obviously Varane is injured. But fair play to him, came in today. He stepped up. He had a good game. He didn't really make many errors. I was looking at that thinking, what has Eric Ten Hag done to this guy? Because he was actually playing quite well today. So credit to Harry Maguire. I'm going to give credit to him, and we have to give credit to our players when they come in and put in a good performance like that. And Elanga today, of course, came into the squad as well. We'll talk about the lineup. So it was David De Gea in there, Luke Shaw, Maguire, Martinez, and Diego Dallo, and it was Casemiro and Eriksen, and it was Elanga starting with Bruno, Rashford, and then Cristiano Ronaldo up top, which I did not expect. I thought he would have gone with Rashford through the middle, and then maybe Garnacho on the left, or it was Elanga on the left, so I was happy with that. There was no Anthony as well. He was dropped from the squad completely. Eric Ten Hag said it was an injury, but I honestly think he's just dropped him for what he did the last game. So he was dropped for the game, and it was Rashford on the left, Elanga on the right, and Bruno Fernandes in that cam position. So that was a team going into the game. And it was a fast start to the game for Manchester United. There wasn't as much intensity as there's been in previous games, like when we were at home against Spurs. We weren't on it from minute one today, which was frustrating, because we were getting chances. We looked like West Ham. We had them really in that first half, but we just weren't being clinical enough. But we did get the first goal. And Marcus Rashford has suddenly started to header. He started to open his eyes and headed the ball. But first of all, let's mention the cross from Eriksen. And how good was Christian Eriksen today as well. To say we signed Christian Eriksen on a free. And he's been this good. Like, how good has Christian Eriksen been for Manchester United this season? And another very good, consistent performer in our team at the moment. And the cross, I think it was the outside of his foot, onto Marcus Rashford's head. He jumps over the defender, bullet header, makes it 1-0 to Manchester United. And Marcus Rashford, 100 career goals for him for Manchester United. That is my hero. That is our star for Manchester United. And so far this season, he's having a really, really good season, which I'm so happy about. Because that's one player last season, there was never a smile on his face. He looked unhappy, didn't want to play his football. And, all you want for these players is to come on with a smile on their face and give it 100%. And he did not look like he wanted to do that last season. Eric Ten Hag has came into the squad and said, Rashford, mate, you are a top player and you are not performing how you should be. You need to fix up. And I think Eric Ten Hag has got Rashford playing the best football I've seen Rashford play in a very, very long time. So vast credit to Eric Ten Hag today, because he's not only got Rashford working constantly now, taking on his players, putting a smile on his face. He's heading the ball as well, which we've never seen from Rashford. He was leaping over defenders. So, I'm so happy for Rashford because I've always said it. When you get Rashford playing 100%, you get a smile on his face, you get him enjoying his football, he is unstoppable. And again today, another goal for him, 100 career goals. What a performance for Rashford today. But overall, guys, we grinded that out. We grinded that out many times last season. In these situations, we would have crumbled. But as I said, Erik ten Hag has installed this mentality in the side, which you fight until that 90 minutes are over. Even if you're losing, you're winning, you're holding 1-0, you're winning 2-0, you give 100% and you fight for that football. You fight for the team. And you could see how much it meant at the end. As soon as that whistle blew, Martinez, Diego Dallo, running over to David De Gea, making him feel like he was the one that saved us, which he did, because it's just good to see that. But we would have never seen that last season because these players now are united. They care for each other. It's like a family in there at the moment, and that's what it should be. So I'm really, really happy because just seeing that at the end, seeing the players know how much it means for us fans as well, and especially for them to get that win today, it just means a lot. But I'm very, very happy, guys. I just noticed that I have got one of these longer than this, so just ignore this at the moment because I only just noticed it. But overall, guys, how do you feel the performance was today? Because overall, I'm really, really, I'm happy with that. To see we grinded out, it was a bit, the second half was not very good at all. I think as soon as we brought McTominay and Fred on, we knew what was going to happen. We were trying to see that out 1-0, defend, because I know we're capable of it. Another clean sheet as well. We've seen, this season that we can bring on Fred and McTominay. We can play slightly defensive and be able to hold out teams because, we've just got something new about us. Last season, at 1-0, we would have gone to, for example, we would have brought Fred and McTominay on and then we would have just completely lost it. We would have got opened up a lot of times. But these players at the moment they're just different breed, and they're playing some really good football, and they're staying consistent. And again, I said it in the last reaction video, the preview for this game, consistency is what we need, and today we saw it again. So I'm very, very happy with this, guys. But let's get on to the player rating. So David De Gea in net for me, my man of the match first of all. So I'm going to give David De Gea, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Absolutely brilliant today. Every time he was called up on, he made a wonder save after wonder save after wonder save. There were a good 3 or 4 saves which were world class in my opinion that he made today. And I'm so happy for David De Gea. I've loved De Gea. You probably heard me say it a lot last season when he was saving us a lot of times. I think he's a world class goalkeeper and definitely the best in the league, if not the best, if not one of the best in the league, for me personally, because we know how good he can be. So I will give him a 9 today. Absolutely brilliant. Over the moon for David De Gea. Left-hand side, Luke Shaw, again, really good performance from Shaw. I'll give him a solid 8. Really good. Martinez, again, absolutely brilliant. And Jamie Carragher is being sick right now, seeing how good this guy's playing. He just looks like he just doesn't take any shit. He just doesn't. He's everywhere. He's all over the place. His awareness is brilliant. And overall, he's just a very, very good centre-back. A very good centre-back. And that's what we needed at Manchester United. Someone who's willing to give their all, know how to defend, and just, have awareness in your game. And that's what Martinez has. So for me, I'm going to give him a solid 8. A solid 8 as well. As soon as Antonio came on, he was up for it. He didn't want to get out physicaled by him. He didn't want to get out stamped, He was just there. He was bullying Antonio at times. So for me, I'm going to give Martinez a solid 8. Really, really happy with him. Maguire, give him a 7. Really, really good to come into the squad after Varane's been injured the last couple of games or so. Or last game he got injured, didn't he? Against Chelsea. To come in as well with a lot of pressure on you, thinking, there's a lot of fans right there behind me in the stadium thinking, I'm not really confident seeing them myself in the side. So I've got to step up today. And he did. He stepped up. And that's credit to him today. Really, really good. Was physical. Dominant at times. So for me, I give Maguire a 7. Fair play. Didn't think I'd see a game from Maguire as good as that anytime soon. Dallo for me also gets a 9. As I just said earlier on in the video, he feels like a new signing. I don't know why he's so good at the moment, but it's so good. It's so refreshing to see because Dallo, when he joined Manchester United, first of all, we knew there was potential, but we didn't know he could be this good. We didn't know he could step up another level, and that's what he's doing at the moment. Dallo, for me, all over the place today. And yes, They all celebrated with De Gea, but they need to be celebrating with Dalot today as well, because there were times in that game when he was nicking balls with his head, when it was on Antonio's head, clearing it. He was just all over the place today. So for me, Diego Dalot gets a 9 as well, alongside De Gea. Both man of the matches, in my personal opinion. Absolutely brilliant defensive performance from Diego Dalot and the goalkeeper today. So really happy with that. Casemiro, again, I'll give him a 7. A bit sloppy at times. There were a few misplaced passes there and then, a few dodgy tackles, which he was unlucky not to pick up a yellow card. So for me, it was a good performance from Casemiro. He was still really, really good, but again, it was just a few sloppy moments from him. So I will give him a 7. Eriksen, I'm going to give an 8 because Eriksen is just brilliant. He's Mr. Consistent, and as I said, to think we signed Eriksen on a free is a joke. It's an absolute joke. To come in and done as well as he's done, it's brilliant, and he's just feeding off all the other players as well. Martinez came in for Manchester United. We signed him, looking really good. Eriksen, we came into Manchester United, looking really good. Anthony came into Manchester United, looking really good when he's been playing. So there's these players on the side that are coming in and be asked to do a job for us, are doing more than enough at the moment. So credit to them, because there was a lot of pressure coming into a squad like this and thinking, can they all adapt? Is Eriksen up to it still? Can Martinez play in the league? Is Anthony good enough for this league as well? 100 million, but overall, I'm really, really impressed with that, with the players, guys, so far this season. And the run we've been on as well. Chelsea, Spurs, and then West Ham. And we should have won all 3 games. We were unlucky not to get maximum points, and that's credit to the team today. Because as I said in the preview, I was nervous. I was really nervous looking at this period, but we dealt with it really well. And got credit to the players. I'm really proud of how they've done. So yeah, Eriksen 8 for me. Bruno, I'm going to give a 7 as well. Not one of his better games today. I thought we didn't really get him involved too much in the game. Like when he was on the ball, he wasn't making an impact as he usually is. So for me, I don't think he was as good today, in my personal opinion. So I will give him a 7. No, he was all right at times, but again, there were just maybe that one decision which he could have done a bit quicker, could have been a bit smarter with it, especially last minute of the game where you play that ball to Fred down the wing, you go on and hold it to the corner. He makes a predictable pass in the middle of the pitch and loses the ball, and then we nearly go on to concede. So he was lucky, to be fair. He was lucky. Really blaming Bruno. So I will give him a 7 as well. Could give him a 6, not his best game. Rashford, I'm going to give a 7 as well. Really, really happy with Rashford again. Gets the goal as well with his head. With his head. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He was with a smile on his face. 100 career goals for Manchester United, and he's having a hell of a season so far. So I will give Marcus Rashford a solid. I'll give him an 8 as well. I thought he was really, really good. 8 for me. Elanga, I'm going to give a 6. I didn't think he was really good today. Never really got in the game. Got taken off in the second half. Not one of his best games today. But again, we probably needed to bring him in just because Sancho's not been good enough. And I get it with Garnacho because, he's still young. Bit of a tough game to ask him to come into, even after a very good performance against Sheriff. So I will just give him I'll give him a 6 today, but it could have easily been a 5 if I'm just being a bit generous because we managed to win that game and hold on at the end when we needed to. So I will give him a 6. And then overall, Ronaldo again didn't really get into the game. He had a few chances at goal, but again, if he's confident and if we get 100% confident Ronaldo, he's scoring one of those chances. But at the moment, it's not just clicking for him. And when it does, hopefully again, even though I didn't expect him to start the game today, hopefully he'll be back in the goals. So for me, I'm going to give Ronaldo a 6 as well. And when they came on, McTominay, give him a 4. Fred, give him a 5 as well. I thought he did a good job. Well, other than that, guys, managed to hold on. It's a game we grinded out and we needed to grind out. I said it's a game we needed to win today. We're at Old Trafford. It's another game at home. We had to get the job done against a team which we should have done. So, very happy, guys. But let me know what you guys think down below. Man of the match, David De Gea. The fact he was not included in the Spain squad is a crime. I don't know. I don't care what you tell me. Don't care if you don't agree with me. But him today and that keeper is one of the best in the world. But let me know what you guys think down below, guys. Did enjoy. Smash a like for De Gea. Smash a like Dalot. Smash a like for Martinez today. But just smash a like for that important victory today, guys. But if you did enjoy, comment down below. Subscribe. We're nearly at 5k, guys. I keep on reminding you every time until we do hit it. But anyway, guys, that's me done. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.